What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game The Simpsons, Bart and the Beanstalk, which was released on the Nintendo Game Boy by Acclaim Entertainment and Software Creation. Now, this game is based off of the Simpsons animated show, and it is also a parody of the fairy tale Jack and the Beanstalk. And the plot pretty much follows the plot of the fairy tale where Bart goes to the market to sell the family cow, but he's scammed by Mr. Burns, who traded the cow for some magic means and a slingshot and stuff. Now, when Bart pretty much takes the magic beans home, he lay them down where Homer tries to eat them, but he pretty much spits out the beans and like outside, and Bart pretty much watched the beanstalk grow, and he climbs up that beanstalk into the clouds, and that's really where the game begins and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now the game has 7 stages in it, where the name of each stage is pretty much based off of the fairy tale back in the Jack and the Beanstalk and stuff. And the name of the stages are up the beanstalk, outside the castle, soup de jour, giant's room, escape from the castle, and down the beanstalk. And pretty much you have to collect a certain amount of coins to pretty much to get past the stage and advance to the next stage and stuff like that. And pretty much the enemies in the game are beetles, hornets, flies, rats, fireflies, and ducks. Now, I'll be honest enough to admit that why would ducks be an enemy in the Simpsons game? I don't know, you know, but the items and weapons that you can collect throughout the game are gold coins, a harp, um, paper planes, dynamite, black ball, money bag, your golden egg, and the golden goose and stuff like that. Now, the characters from The Simpsons show like Lisa, Maggie, Mars, Milhouse, or any other characters honestly doesn't show up in the game for some reason. I guess because of the limitations of the Game Boy, or they just didn't have enough time to include everybody else, or whatever the case may be, you know. Now, the graphics and design for The Simpsons, Bart, and the Beanstalk are mediocre at best, but at the same time, they haven't aged well either, you know what I'm saying? The controls and gameplay are okay, but the jumping is kind of stiff, and when you use the slingshot, the projectile that you use for the slingshot has a limited range, you know what I'm saying? And it doesn't fly across the screen, you know. The soundtrack is pretty much uninspired, boring, and forgettable, you know what I'm saying? At best, you know what I'm saying? That's putting it nicely, you know. Now, pretty much The Simpsons, Bart and the Beanstalk, pretty much is supposed to be a parody of the fairy tale Jack and the Beanstalk, but there's nothing in the game to really indicate that this game is really is a parody, just a platforming game based off of The Simpsons, you know. Now, I would say that The Simpsons, Bart and the Beanstalk for the Game Boy is a mediocre title that should have been an episode for The Simpsons, you know what I'm saying? And I would honestly say that fans of The Simpsons would probably enjoy it, but I do have my doubts that majority of them would, you know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the score is concerned, I definitely give it a 5 out of 10. Due to the fact that it's mediocre, you know what I'm saying? It could have been better, but I've never seen a good Simpson game that was made by Acclaim back in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? For example, Bart and the Space Mutants that was released on the NES and stuff. With that being said, sound off in the comment section about the Simpsons, Bart and the Beanstalk. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think that this is the worst Simpsons game from the 90s? You know what I'm saying? Regardless if it's like Game Boy, NES, Super Nintendo, whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? If you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy, Big Metroid Fan 12, signing off.